Welcome everyone. Before watching this video, don't forget to subscribe our channel by clicking the subscribe button below and clicking the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever we publish a new video. Did you know that job interview questions and answers can be anticipated and prepared so that you will stay calm and composed throughout the interview process? During a job interview, listening is just as important as answering questions. It is important to listen to the interviewer, pay attention, and take time, if you need it, and to compose an appropriate answer. Presented in this video are 16 tips how to answer job interview questions thrown by the panel of interviewers so that you will be successful in your job interview. 1. Describe yourself or tell me about yourself. This is a question that the interviewer wants to know why you're an excellent fit for the job. This is not about your family, not about your age, not about religion, not about your personal circumstances. You can start by telling your recent job experience that relates to the job you are applying, followed by your education or qualification and a personal statement why you are a good fit to the role. Sample answer: I have been working as an executive assistant to the finance manager of XYZ company for 4 years. I started as an accounts clerk and was promoted after 1 year. My work includes reception, answering the phones, customer appointment, ordering supplies, taking meeting notes, etc. I am passionate about learning new skills and I have completed a number of training courses. I have developed a strong skill set including administrative and accounts work. I am eager to make full use of this in a larger working environment. I am a graduate of a degree in business administration and I love working people with different backgrounds and races because I am friendly and energetic person. I believe that I am most qualified to this position because the duties and responsibilities I am currently doing at XYZ company are almost similar to the one you are advertising. 2. What is your greatest strength? This is one of the questions that employers almost always ask to determine how well you are qualified for the position. When you are asked about your greatest strengths, it's important to discuss the attributes that qualify you for that specific job, and that will set you apart from other candidates. Often you will be asked about your strengths. It's important to realize that in an interview, you need to be able to sell yourself. Not everyone feels comfortable talking about themselves in a positive light. It's something that needs to be done tactfully, and the purpose of it is to demonstrate to the interviewer why you're the best person for the job. The best way to tackle this question is in 3 steps. 1. Start by talking about your strengths from a technical point of view, example, skills and experience that are relevant to the specific role. 2. Talk a little about generic skills that are transferable, example, communication skills and the ability to work in a team. 3. Finish off by giving the employer a little bit of an insight into your personality. By answering this question in 3 steps, you are showing the interviewer that you are a well-rounded individual who not only brings to the role experience, but excellent positive attributes as well. Sample answer: my greatest strength is bank reconciliation of several bank accounts, which I'm doing with my last employer. This is because I underwent 3 training courses in cash management. It is a must that I will communicate several branches of our company, so I need to communicate proficiently to the different person handling the accounting side of the business. This is the reason my communication skills has improved so much, leading me to be one of the awardees for an Employee of the Month in our team. Finally, I am also a great team player. Whatever and whenever my team needs me, I am ready for an answer or suggestion. That's why they all like me. 3. What is your greatest weakness? Probably one of the most common, yet trickiest questions to handle in an interview is talking about your weaknesses. Think of this as an area you may need to improve on. This question, if answered well, can act in your favor. Most importantly, don't ever say "I don't know" or "I don't have any." Be careful that whatever you say doesn't jeopardize you for the role. The best way to answer this question is by acknowledging that you have a weakness and that you're doing something to improve it. By answering the question in this manner, it puts a positive spin to what is usually a negative point. It also shows the employer that you are willing to take the initiative in improving your skills. Sample answer. 1. Speaking in front of large crowds is not something I'd feel confident about. I would like to improve my skills in this area, so I do try to speak up in team meetings more often. 2. I don't particularly enjoy filing, but I realize it's an important part of the role. So what I do is allocate a certain part of the day to complete this task. 4. Why should we hire you? The interviewer wants to know if you're the best candidate for the job. The hiring manager wants to know whether you have all the required qualifications. Be prepared to explain why you're the applicant who should be hired. Make your response a confident, concise, focused sales pitch that explains what you have to offer and why you should get the job. Sample answer. You should hire me because my experience is almost perfectly aligned with the requirements you asked for in your job listing. I have 5 years progressive experience in the hospitality industry, advancing from my initial role as a front desk associate with ABC Worldwide Resort to my current position there as a concierge. I'm well versed in providing world-class customer service to an upscale clientele, and I pride myself on my ability to quickly resolve problems so that our guests enjoy their time with us. 5. How to answer a difficult question you do not know. Skipping or passing a tough interview question is acceptable, and this still shows professionalism and enthusiasm. You may answer, "Sorry, the question is too complex," or "I have not encountered this situation before, can I request please to answer this question at a later time?" By doing this, you are showing to the interviewer that you have the composure to handle difficult situations, which is admired by most interviewers. But be sure to answer the question at any time if you have the ready answer. Don't ever try to forget answering the question because interviewers won't forget it. 6. Why did you leave your most recent job? The interviewer wants to know why you want to work for their company. When asked about why you are moving on from your current position, stick with the facts, be direct and focus your answer on the future, especially if your departure wasn't under the best circumstances. Sample answer. I was very fortunate to be hired by Alexandra Company right out of college. They taught me a lot about digital marketing, and it's been stimulating to work as a contributor to their creative teams. However, I'm ready for the next step. I've always been a leader. I was captain of the crew team in college, student body vice president, and I've served as team lead for most of our projects in fiscal year 2012. I think I'm ready to move into management, but Alexandra Company already has very talented managers in place, and they won't be leaving such a great employer anytime soon. I've completed supplemental management training courses during my time there, and I know I can hit the ground running as your next digital marketing manager. Do not give a laundry list of reasons for leaving. Keep negative statements out of the conversation no matter what the circumstances in your last position. Speaking negatively about previous employers or employees is not positive for you and will hamper your candidacy. 7. How do you handle stress and pressure? The interviewer would want to know how you would react when things don't go smoothly at work. How do you deal with difficult situations? The employer wants to know how you handle workplace stress. Avoid claiming that you never, or rarely, experience stress. Rather, formulate your answer in a way that acknowledges workplace stress and explains how you've overcome it, or even used it to your advantage. Sample answer. I'm not someone who is energized by or thrives in stressful environments. My first step in managing stress is to try to circumvent it by keeping my work processes very organized, and my attitude professional. When customers or associates came to me with issues, I try to look at things from their perspective, and initiate a collaborative problem-solving approach to keep the situation from escalating. I find that maintaining an efficient, congenial office with open lines of communication automatically reduces a lot of workplace stress. Of course, sometimes unanticipated stressors will arise. When this happens, I just take a deep breath, remembering that the person I'm dealing with is frustrated with a situation, not with me. I then actively listen to their concerns and make a plan to resolve the issue as quickly as possible. 8. Are you a team player? Yes, I am very much a team player. In fact, I have had opportunities in my work, school and athletics to develop my skills as a team player. For example, on a recent project, emphasize teamwork behavioral examples and focus on your openness to diversity of backgrounds. Talk about the strength of the team above the individual. 9. Why do you think you will be successful at this job? As my resume reflects, my duties and responsibilities are almost similar to the job you are advertising, and my work values happen to be the same as your company values, which is to be transparent whatever way we are doing. 10. Where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years? What they really want to know is how long will you be committed to working for the company. Firms tend not to hire someone who will only be around for a year or two. Let the interviewer know that you are looking for stability. Also let them know that you are willing to take on additional responsibilities and learn new skills if it will help the firm. Sample answer. Within 5 years, I would like to become the best accountant in your company. I want to work toward becoming the expert that others rely upon. And in doing so, I feel I will be fully prepared to take on any greater responsibilities which might be presented in the long term. 11. Tell me something about our firm or company. This is one of the most important questions in an interview. It shows if you are serious about the opportunity. This goes back to doing your homework and preparing for the interview. You want the interviewer to be confident that you know about their manufacturing company, but let the interviewer tell you about the company too. Keep your answers simple and to the point. Talk about the top officers of the company, the mission and vision of the organization, the location of their head office, the number of employees if possible if you know, number of branches and the products and services they are offering. Read from official gazettes, pamphlets, brochures and company websites for information. Let your friends email you information if they know the company you are applying. 12. What do you look for in a job? An opportunity to utilize your skills, contribute to the firm and to be recognized for a job well done. Talking about salary, benefits and/or vacation here is not suggested. 13. Tell me a recent mistake that you have made. I accidentally misfiled an invoice at the office that was due for payment the next week. As soon as I realized this, I told the office manager and the disaster was averted. 14. What motivates you? Please do not say money, even if it is. You should say, to be motivated by life's noble pursuits or something similar. You may also say that you want recognition for a job well done. You want to become better at your job. You want to help others or be a leader in your field. 15. A strange question not relevant to the job may be thrown at you during the interview. We value creativity among our employees. With that in mind, what kind of plant would you be, and why? This type of question is a test of your ability how to answer questions beyond the box. By answering quickly without hesitation, you are showing to the interviewer that you have a quick mind and possess an ability to handle pressures at any given time. Sample answer. You could say, I would be a tree, because they are tall, strong and live a long life. 16. Do you have any questions for me? Here are some questions you might want to ask to the interviewer. Do you have training programs for new employees? If you do, what type of training does the firm do? What makes a successful person in this organization? What do you think are the most important qualities for someone to excel in this role? How do I compare with other candidates you've interviewed for this role? What are the next steps in the interview process? Never discuss or ask questions about pay at any stage in the interview process. Ideally, it is suggested that 2 or 3 questions is enough to be asked to the interviewer. Finally, the very most important tip to a successful job interview is how you look and dress up so that interviewers or employers will be impressed the first time they see you. Remember the old saying, dress to impress. Pick out your best suit to wear for the interview. Present yourself in professional attire with clean and polished shoes. If wearing jewelry, keep it simple and don't put strong perfume. Put perfume on you sparingly as it is offensive to most people, especially those who have allergies. Presentation plays an important part in creating a positive and lasting first impression, so make sure you look the best. So, if you learned something new today, then give this video a like and share with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe so you will be notified on the next helpful video. Remember to always listen to advisors or knowledgeable friends so you will be successful in landing your dream job.